the reason we wanted to choose this topic or wanted to do this episode in general is because we want to get just people thinking, I feel like we grow as people, as individuals, as a society, whenever we think outside the box, whenever we explore, certain beliefs, why we believe certain things, what certain things mean to you, why they mean that to you. So just very thought provoking. That's the reason why we want to talk about it. And just because religion is very engraved in our community or like our culture. And not just even, Latinos, but just I feel like a lot of the times it's a foundation, right? For a lot of societies. So I feel like it's only normal as humans to question certain things and explore certain stuff. So if you're down to hear our thought process on this topic, then stay and listen. But now getting that out of the way and, making it clear on what our intentions are for this episode, I'm curious. Again, I feel like I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. I'm curious. Yeah. When you think about religion versus spirituality, Cruz, what comes to mind? Like, do you have your definition? Because I know we have our notes, obviously, to kind of stay on track. But besides the actual like definition of what, the internet or Google gives us, what is your own definition of spirituality and versus religion?
For me, spirituality, I would say, is more of what I believe, what my brain allows me to believe, what I feel like is right. And then religion is more of like something that is taught, something that you read from someone or something. For example, like the church, or for me, religion is more of like other people teaching me, and religion is spirituality is more of what my brain takes from it and then decides to believe in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I can kind of relate to that too, because even for me too, like a religion, I see it more as like structure based, and I see it more as there's like a doctrine attached to it, like someone, whether it be the church itself or someone above, telling people like certain rules or like it's like a sense of community, and that community believes the same belief. And yeah, I see it more as just like structure. And even for spirituality, I see it more as like an individual journey. So like I feel like it kind of goes what you were saying. I feel like for me, spirituality is more as like a compass. That's a good way of putting it. So for religion, I see it as more as like someone's giving you a map on to follow to get to a certain destination. And spirituality, I see it more as like using your own compass and exploring it. Yeah, and letting it guide you. And for me personally, I consider myself spiritual and not religious just because I align more with that definition for myself. Like, I feel like for me personally, like it takes me going through certain stuff. Like you can tell me all day a certain, rule book or a playbook or something, but me actually going through it and actually me making my own choices and going, like exploring, that's how I learn. Like I'm more of like a hands-on learner, I guess. And I feel like there's other reasons why I kind of go more towards like being a spiritual person rather than religious, but those are kind of like my definition to it.
Do you think maybe some external factors have influenced that side of you being more spiritual, like guiding yourself more towards the spiritual side?
Yes and no. I know that's a weird answer, but the reason why I feel like I do kind of go towards my spiritual, like lean more towards spiritual, is just because it just resonates with me, going back to, like, I don't really think it's an external or like exterior reasons, because if you think about it, like the odds were against it for me to not be religious, especially coming from like a Latino community, like being Mexican, like that's already something that we're born into.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and then also living in the South of the country of the United States, the South, the Bible Belt to be more exact, it's already more religious. So I feel like the odds were against me being more spiritual. Like, if anything, they were in favor of me staying and sticking to just being religious. But I feel like as the years have gone, because there was a point in my life where, I was forced to be baptized. I was forced to doing my first communion, my confirmation, being born into a Catholic home. I was already forced to be in that. But I feel like as I got older and just kind of doing my own research and my own exploring, led me to be where I am now. What about for you? Do you feel like your external or your exterior, had a decision on you being, because you consider yourself Catholic, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like that had any decision on you where you are now in life?
I feel like the external factors have really influenced me, just because since I was a baby, we were baptized, and then every single Sunday go to church, and then Sunday school. So I do think it really has impacted the way what I believe in. But I feel like also that spiritual, I would say, has also made me feel like it's right for me. Staying in the church and allowing me to believe from what I believe. But yeah.